I got into tech because I was a gamer. I really liked playing League of Legends, so I needed a PC with a graphics card to play. I mean, even the League of Legends came around much faster.
That's okay.
In 2017, I built my first PC, and then I slowly got more into it when I wanted my PC. The first one I built was super ugly, and I wanted it to actually look good. So I slowly started like upgrading things and painting stuff, and that's how I got more into tinkering with tech because I thought it was really fun. Today I'm using the MSI MPG Z890i Edge Wi-Fi and pairing that with the Intel Core Ultra 7. Let's unbox this. My build today is going to have a lot of white with chrome accents. So I thought this motherboard would be great. It's also a mini ITX board. So my background is in marketing. That's what I studied and that's what I did before becoming a content creator. And originally, my username was a drink that I really liked, like a boba drink. But it was like, when you searched for it, you would get the drink and it was just not that good. So I ended up changing my name. And in marketing, there's this thing called SEO or search engine optimization. So I had a list of different like fruits and like different name ideas. And I was trying to incorporate something that I really liked. But Peachie Tech, when I searched for it, literally no results came up on Google. So I thought that was like really rare and special because then whenever people want to look me up, it's going to be the only thing that comes up. So that's why I chose Peachie Tech. Okay, so it goes like this, and it's gonna end up I didn't necessarily sit down and be like, I want to make this video because I want to hit 50K, blah, blah, blah. For me, because I was working at the time, it was really just a passion side project. And so when I first started posting, I would get comments from girls being like, that's really pretty, what is that? Referring to my gaming PC. I really got inspired because a lot of girls would be in my comments saying that they didn't really understand it until I explained it, which made me feel like I could provide value to this audience of people who maybe are intimidated about getting into gaming or intimidated by building their own PC. And I wanted to kind of give this message that like, hey, if I can do it, like literally anyone can do it. That sounded so nice. I think that's it. All right, so we're ready to install the CPU. Just destroy the packaging. But this is the Intel Core Ultra 7 265K. I still always get nervous at this part.
Why is that?
I feel like because it's the only part you can really like damage a part. I feel like almost all the other parts can take quite a beating. But there we have it. I was using TikTok just to watch like get ready with me's and more lifestyle content, but I actually recorded one of my first videos just because if I didn't record it, I was gonna forget how to do it. And that was when I disassembled my graphics card. When I disassembled my graphics card, I knew that I wasn't gonna remember where all the screws would go and the order of everything. So I recorded it just for myself so I could remember how to put it back together. And then I ended up, because the paint job came out really nice, I ended up editing it and posting it so other people could follow along. Okay, so this is my local art store. I actually found out about this brand of paint from another modder, Blue Horse Studios. He paints a lot of stuff and he said Montana Gold was really good. Because I used to use Rust-Oleum, which takes like a whole week to cure and it's just not good. So I started getting these and they have literally every color imaginable. A lot of them are out of stock now, but I think this is the one that I got for that. This is the one I'm getting for the Gentle Monster build. This is like a really light lilac color. If you believe in yourself, you can do it. So I feel like I just started posting more videos towards that audience and not just like general tech. I really started leaning more, because I like fashion and lifestyle and how things look. So I started leaning more into the aesthetics, and then also telling people like, does it just look good or is it actually good as well? So I feel like I kind of naturally grew my audience from there. And then another way too, which people kind of feel, it might be controversial, but I did a lot of giveaways just because I wanted to give back to the community. I know as tech creators, we get so much hardware that it's way more than any one person could use. So I ended up building a couple PCs to give away, and whenever you do giveaways, you get a lot of followers. But the downside to that is I feel like the number of followers doesn't really matter as much, especially with platforms like TikTok, where your reach can be way past whoever's following you. When you do giveaways, you kind of get people who maybe might only be looking for free stuff, so the engagement isn't going to be there. So when you post your actual like organic content, those people might just scroll, and that would actually hurt you in the long run. So I think there's like a good mix of things you can do. Oh no, it's not peeling nice. That's not very ASMR. All right.
What's your dog's name?
Teddy. Teddy.
How long have you had him?
I've had him since 2016, so 9 years. And he's 14 years old. He's an old man. For me, I wasn't fully comfortable with making the leap until I was sure that I would be able to support myself. And also, so for some background, I actually used to work at Intel. So I did some marketing stuff for their gaming department there. After I grew a relatively large following, I figured it was time to leave that industry. If I were to do it all again, I would say don't make your goal to become a creator and to make money through your platform, because I feel like people can tell, and it kind of, you have to really be passionate about it to make it in the space, and you have to really love doing it, because when you're a creator, you're taking up so much time. You're like your own editor, filmer, you make the ideas, you work with brands. It's like so many different things. If you don't love it, it's gonna be so hard. Oops. Definitely do not want to scratch anything. I do think that tech is moving in that direction. I think PC brands might be maybe one step removed, but even with like wearable tech has become such a big thing. And nowadays everyone has a phone, so everyone's accessorizing it and putting cases and other like charms on it and stuff. So I definitely do feel like fashion and tech intersect. And I think PCs are an amazing way to showcase that, because one thing that I always say to people is that you spend all this money on like nice furniture too in your house. Like, why wouldn't you want your PC to also look nice? Because it's gonna be in your setup. So I definitely feel like people that are really interested in making their things look nice should also customize their PCs. That's a cute heart. I scratched this chrome paint. Chrome paint is just super finicky. You can't top coat it or it loses the effect, and I scratched the hell out of it. So I got some vinyl from my Cricut, and I have only attempted wrapping something once before, or maybe twice actually. I actually, the first time I vinyl wrapped something was for an MSI fish tank build. But that was just flat glass, so it wasn't super hard. This, I was not sure what I was doing. I kind of cooked there. I like it. And it matches the box a little bit better. This definitely looks like a toy. It's kind of like the material they have in the toy boxes. I love working with MSI. I thought it was really cool that they let me have the freedom and that they even brought such a fun project to me for the fish tank one. I honestly felt honored to be considered, especially when there's so many like actual modders. I felt just really honored. And then they also let me give away the parts, which is really cool of them. So someone got to take that home. And then, I also did a Christmas build with them, which was also really fun. And what I appreciated most about the 2 collabs was that from my impression of working with them from those 2 collabs, they were super in touch with like what people, well, number one, what my content is normally. Like they were super in touch with my organic content. They really liked the girliness of everything. And so they were willing to lean into that. And it's not like the traditional gamer aesthetic, but I was really excited that they were willing to listen to my ideas and let me bring them to life. I feel like we're a little spoiled in California with the weather. So obviously love the weather. In LA, I love just the close access to beaches and just where everything is. Like there's always something going on. And I think the biggest thing when I'm deciding, because I'm now thinking about like, where do I want to move next? The biggest thing is the access to good food and boba, which is so basic, but I've come to realize that I can't live without that. Oh my gosh, it worked. The MSI motherboard actually looks so good with the rest of the build. My name is Christina with Peachie Tech.